This is big time!
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone's mother into this.
Your mama in the fucking stands!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pashitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Oh boy, hello one, hello all. Welcome to Behind the Jeans. 'Tis I, Josh Potter, your humble host, here with you for another Wednesday. If you're your mom's house YouTube member and you've joined the membership capacities, you're here with us live. So many people in the chat already. If you are not your mom's house YouTube member, perhaps you're watching this on the free replay, and that's okay too. We'd love for you to join us someday. But if you want to stay in touch outside the confines of this here chat room, behindthejeanshow@gmail.com is the place to go do it. Please let us know anything and everything that you'd like to talk about, you'd like to cover. Maybe you have a question, whatever it is, behindthejeanshow@gmail.com. And by the way, if you want to come see me live, the place to go check those dates out, thejoshpotter.com. And just went to Dallas this past weekend, had a blast in Dallas. I went to go see Twisters. I saw where they blew JFK's head off. It was a time, and I love having a great time out and about. When I go on the road, and I will be coming up here in Omaha on August 15th. Then I will be going to Des Moines, Iowa on the 16th and 17th of August, and Boston, Massachusetts on the 24th, just to name a few. So please, to be buying tickets to those shows, go to thejoshpotter.com and check out all the dates, please. Now today, obviously, a low and loose sort of announcement occurred on your mom's house today. If you aren't aware, just was dropped. The news came across my desk as I was doing the prep for the show yesterday. I was made aware of this. I wasn't made aware before. It's so funny to me. I am friends with Tom, especially more so. I mean, these people have welcomed me into their home for holidays many times. I just saw Tom a couple of weeks ago. It's so funny to me the way people sort of deal with crises. And I mean, obviously you have people in your lives who deal with them in different ways. But, you know, I didn't know anything about the diagnosis that Christina has announced today on the program, that she has tit cancer. Indeed, we're not calling it the B word here, breast. We call it tit cancer here at your mom's house. And I was just talking with Tom. You would think he would mention it to me or something like that. He sent me like 5 racist memes. I thought that, but maybe that's the way that certain people, that's the way I would deal too. I don't, so it kind of made sense to me at that point. Then I did say, I'm like, y'all good, dog? But yeah, it was just funny to me that this came across my old desk here. And I was like, hey, dude, everything all right? And he was like, just yesterday, mad racist memes. No. Cancer is Ohio, Melissa. Cancer is parked. It is Ohio, and it is skibbities. Whatever else the kids say. Utter cancer. I like that one too, Stangtron. We are coming up with better names than breast cancer. And so today first let's start out. If you haven't seen Mommy Tina's announcement, why don't we get into it a little bit here, and then we can go from there, folks. What do you say?
Boy.
Anyway.
So.
Should we tell?
Sure.
All right. Well, anyway, your mom's house is obviously, it's our thing we've been doing for a million years. And you guys this audience has been with us through the birth of our children, through deaths in the family, through everything. And I mean, it's so weird. Okay, I'll just tell you guys what's going on with me. So we had to cut our trip a little short, because because I had a mammogram a little while ago, and there was an abnormality, and I have very, very early stage breast cancer. Womp womp. So, yeah. So, but it's totally treatable. The prognosis is very, very good. I will not die. This is not my last summer on Earth. I've already asked everybody. And the thing that's going to suck, I mean, it is highly treatable. I'm going to be fine. Is just the, what they have to do to be, they're going to be very aggressive. And, so that's the part that's going to suck is like treating it. But look, this is still a big part of my life. This podcast brings me so much joy, and I'm going to continue to do it. When I'm kind of up and running, I guess. I don't know. We'll see how I feel.
Of course, however you feel. But you're having surgery.
Right. Surgery first. And then, of course, because I've been watching this show, when part of the show, I know exactly what to do. Urine therapy. I'm going to be drinking my own urine starting now. Drinking your urine because you don't have cancer.
Nope.
And also, like, here's my thinking with this. First of all, I hate the phrase breast cancer. I wish we could call it tit cancer. Like, let's not. Please don't
deal with your tits. Yeah.
My tits. And like,
You hear that? We're calling it tit cancer. We're not doing ribbons. We're not calling it breasts. It's tit cancer here in this world, folks.
I'm annoyed at the person I'm gonna have to become now. Like, am I gonna have to be
the pink ribbon wearer?
Oh my god! And then like I have to do a one-woman show on being a survivor.
You have to start talking as a survivor.
I gotta talk about the breast. Like, I don't want it to become my identity, and like I don't want to do the Instagram post of me in a hospital gown, thumbs up, and then go like, get your mammograms, ladies. Mammograms save lives.
What about messages that people will send you?
Well, first of all, let me back it up.
You got this.
Oh, fuck it. Don't send me, you got this, mama, or we're going to kick cancer's butt. Like, there's nothing worse when bad things actually happen to you.
I love this. Let's come up with some really great, because I haven't sent Christina a text. Maybe you guys in the chat can pen my text message to Christina. I've talked to Tom. I didn't want to bother Christina, especially with the deluge I'm sure she's getting from not only all the mommies out there, of course, wanting to send their well wishes, but, the people that are finding out about this that are like, probably friends of a different proximity, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure she's getting a deluge of text messages. It almost is getting probably annoying at this point. So I'm gonna bide my time, and I want, perhaps the chat can pen me the most epic sort of text message to send for this situation, because I don't do well with emotions either.
When people send you slogans or platitudes, you're like, if you're gonna send me a message, which I do appreciate, I'm not saying don't, let's make it creative. I want to laugh. Do something different. Send me something.
Send your boobs.
Show me your boobs. No.
Yeah.
Why don't you send me something like, you're gonna beat cancer the way Hitler beat the Jews, or you're going to skull fuck this cancer. You know what I mean?
Sure, you're the patient. Go ahead.
Or just like...
stream of consciousness. Let it go. That was good.
Right, Tom?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think maybe...
blast it.
You're going to cuck out that bitch-ass cancer. That's what I would say. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something, too. I need your help. If you're in the chat, start... getting your guys are great chatters. You're hilarious. You have the funniest things to say every week here on this program. Now I need you more than ever. So that's what I want the goal of this show to be. By the end of the show, I need you to help me with a text to send. That's my big dilemma. That's what I'm worried about today here on the program. Let's listen to the end of this.
I don't know. I want to say that one.
What about...
I wonder what that one
I don't know.
was gonna
First
be.
of all...
What?
Isn't it crazy that women can vote? Like, isn't that crazy in a way? I had a female pilot
Why?
a couple days ago. And I was
You're
like,
changing the subject already on this?
No, I'm just... it's all related to you. I'm just saying.
Okay,
like,
okay.
So it's kind of... I think maybe the message is like, let's get women back home. Let's...
back in the kitchen.
back in the kitchen. Learn to make quiche.
Right.
Learn to make complicated dishes.
Do you think it's because of my ambition in the world that God punished me with tit cancer?
It's quite possible.
Yeah. My bad attitude.
Yeah. I mean, I would send messages about what women should be doing, and it's not exploring or trying new things.
Right. Thank you for that.
Yeah. It's basically stay in bed.
Stay in bed. That's what I like doing anyway.
Yeah.
Also, the mammogram thing, I don't want to tell people to get mammograms.
Sure. Why send a helpful message that could save another's
Don't
life?
get mammograms, because I got a mammogram and it ruined my summer vacation plans. So I'm just letting you know right now.
Don't get one.
Don't you dare.
It
Is the boy version of mammogram the prostate thing? Do they, when you get your prostate checked? Because here's what as I've gotten older in life, I have started thinking about the prostate exam differently. Because you grow up and you hear all these homophobic boomers being like, "Oh boy, it's like a prostate exam." Oh, what? Getting a finger in your ass? One of the most enjoyable sexual proclivities that I have? I mean, come on. That sounds like fun. Do I get to bust in? How much extra do I have to pay to come? How much? And do I get if it's a lady doing it, this is the coolest thing ever. It's probably the coolest medical procedure in the history of time. Unless they're physically jerking you, unless there's a medical procedure where they physically jerk you off as if you're a dog or something. So I've changed my tune on the prostate exam. Maybe I have it all wrong. Maybe I don't understand what it actually is, but that's what I thought it was. They go in there and they go, skadunk. Yeah, I don't feel any cancers.
So actually, it didn't it absolutely saved your life, because at a certain point it would be
my vacation.
But it did ruin your vacation. So just know that it might indicate that something's wrong, but it might fuck up your summer plans. So keep that in mind.
Definitely fucked up. You got this, mama. Oh my God.
You got this, girl.
We're going to kick cancer's butt.
I almost want to send her, "You got this, mama," just because it's making her so mad. That's so funny to me. That is such a, oh my God, if this was a different world. If your mom's house wasn't your mom's house, this wasn't the Jeans verse, we probably would have so many "You got this, mamas" in the comments.
Now, can I get into some?
It's such a common one.
Pretty major part of this.
Oh yeah,
is that you actually have 2 operations.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but okay. Well, let's talk about how this happened. So, okay, first of all, let's back this ass up.
Back that ass up.
So it all happened so fast. I got my mammogram.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Okay, you need to come back for another one." And of course, my attitude is horrible. I'm like, "Fuck you, I'm fine." I'm such a bad I'm a terrible person about that. They go back and then they're like, "Oh, we found something in this second mammogram. Well, now we have to do a biopsy." And I was like, "Fuck, dude, the fucking biopsy, right?" So
sorry to interrupt this tale, but RJ's telling me they stick a long camera up your ass. Sounds cooler. No, I don't know. That is what's. Oh, come on, leave the old baby alone, Stanktron. Leave Sarah Weinshank out of this, please. If she, I think I'm gonna text "You got this, mama." I mean, that is just something.
Of course, they take a chunk out of your tit and there's blood everywhere. It's crazy. I was like, "Dude, there's so much blood." And you take me to that, which was really nice. And then, so then they call. They always call. Well, they call me on Friday at 5 p.m. And it's like, "Oh, we found something in your pathology. You have cancer. Okay, bye. Have a good weekend."
Thank God, fucking Bobby. Thank God.
Dude, you can't tell somebody they have cancer on a Friday and you're just left there the whole weekend, just like, my life is over, because you don't know the extent of it.
Yeah.
Once you get that initial pathology,
you don't know what it is.
You don't really know what you're dealing with. You just hear cancer and you're in another dimension. So I'm so lucky that I have nice friends like Duncan Trussell, who's dealt with testicular cancer, and he helped talk me off a ledge. And I also planned a goth dance party with my closest friends that weekend. So they came to Austin and we goth partied, and it was a great distraction. So Monday comes, and we go to the surgeon, we meet with the surgeon, and she's telling us what we do know now. Okay, so she's like, "It's a discovery, here we go. So this is what we're dealing with." And she examines my breasts. Okay, let's check the lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are clear. And she goes, "Well, okay, so we're gonna do surgery on you. It's a partial mastectomy." Okay. And I go, "Okay, great. And she's like, "Well, I mean, as long as they're in there, is there anything you want done?"
Right, because it's a lumpectomy, right?
Yes, but it's called a partial
Okay.
mastectomy. So
And essentially, for people that don't know, that means they cut you open and they take out this tissue that is
cut
the problematic
cancerous-
tissue.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they also take out a chunk of tissue surrounding the problem issue,
Right.
so that they call it the margin, so that they get everything.
Right. And I don't want to cut you off, but let's run a commercial and we'll be right back. And we're back. Go ahead.
So, okay, so we're sitting in this woman's office. And she's got my, I'm open, my boobs are out, and she goes, "Okay, so we're gonna do the surgeries or anything."
This was amazing.
Yeah, anything you want to do while we're there. And I go, "No, I'm fine. I don't care. Like, this is my life. I'm not very vain."
Well, yeah. She goes, "Is there anything you want to do to your breasts? Because we're operating on it, so we can also
Do
we
something
can do
else.
cosmetic
Right.
surgery to your breasts since we're operating on them anyway."
We're already in surgery.
And you go, I'm sitting there. You go, "I'm not very vain. I don't really care."
No, can I tell you what she says though?
No, but you say that. You go, "I'm not vain.
I'm not
I don't
vain."
really care."
And then she goes, "I know you're not vain, but it's burned into my mind.
Yeah.
Your nipple is down here. The nipple should be up here. We can do that for you."
And then she says, "Wouldn't that be nice?"
Wow, what a hell of a doctor there. Golly, if I ever go in for ball cancer or something, wouldn't it be great if he's like, "Would you like a extra inch? Hey, how about a little extra girth on this thing?" And I'll be like, on the cancer? And he'll be like, "No, we're taking the cancer out, but we can then add to your penis girth." How sick would that be? Right now, they're fixing nipples in here. That's like an added bonus. It's like, oh, of course, this terrible thing that I don't want to deal with is occurring, and I have to have surgery, and I hope it's successful. But while you're in there, you can fix things up a little extra. You can spruce things up. Sounds pretty great. Little silver linings, if you will. The chat has been fantastic. We've discussed ways of framing this possibly. I liked the things that you were saying about like this one here. Don't Trip said cancer is Holyfield's ear. I'd imagine because you bite it or something. I'm not sure exactly. There was another one. Here, this was a good one from Spacehead74. Yes, the cancer will be beaten. Give her a third nipple, says Smarf. Now that would be something if they added things on. You come out with a little extra. Read all about it. That's what I'm saying in the terms of the penis kind of thing. Tom's going to love those pretty pink mom nips, Corey Sanchez says. That's something too. Had to pause. Oh, thank you there, Trucks. It is today, in lesser important news, today is also the 200th episode of the Josh Potter Show. If you want to go check it out, maybe you've dropped off since it's left your mom's house, 170 episodes ago. But now you can catch up. So go check it out. Thank you, Trucks, for that little shout out. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Spacehead also said, my sister-in-law got her tits worked on recently. She won't show them to me, but apparently her body count has doubled since then. Huh. That's your sister-in-law. So how would that work out? Oh, I guess it's because it's your wife's sister, not, someone who's married to your brother. Because I was going to be like, good golly, your brother's just getting cucked out here with these new tits? That's got to be awful. Tell her to Casey Anthony the cancer. These are great things. The chat is firing on all cylinders today, folks. Let's just play the rest of this here. I want to play actually. Where is it on the Get Well from RPC? I want to play because guess what? We have two. And people were saying in the chat earlier this was resonating with them, so maybe some of you haven't seen it. I want to play, but we have an update from RPC coming up here in a moment. But first, let's play the first one. La-da-dee, la-da-dee. It's just me trying to use my fantastic eyes to get the mouse at the proper place for you folks. Here we go.
I have to, so may as well.
Well, I got a treat for you.
Oh, what's that?
Just keep your eye on the screen.
Okay.
Hold the phone before we get into the RPC, folks, who, by the way, I'll tell you a little story in a second. But first, Charlie Sierra Mike with the $4.99 Super Chat. Congrats on 200. Buy yourself a real piece of glassware. Oh, thank you so much there, Charlie Sierra Mike. I appreciate it, buddy. And he says he hasn't seen this message from RPC yet, so this will be good. People have mentioned that it's made them tear up. They've been emotional after seeing this. And I have a little RPC tale to tell you in a second here. Let's move forward.
Now, well, Christina, you go get better because RPC is saying his prayers for you and love that you get better. We're not feeling well, and I hope you're feeling better. We want you on your mom's house with your cheerful smile and your loveliness. You're the Mary Tyler Moore. Now, you're the Mary Tyler Moore of our love. We love you. Get better, baby. And remember, smile and you're beautiful because when you get on there, everyone loves Christina and Tom. And it's like Edie go to season, Edie go May. You're like Steve. You're like Edie, and he's like Steve, and we love you. So get better, baby.
Edie and Steve, baby.
And we love you. Come on, get on there and say, hi, everybody, and say, let's go fart in their face. Love you, get better now. We miss you, and love to all.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
RPC,
RPC is awesome, man.
he wore his best hat that says fuck on it, too. It's really nice.
That is nice. That's homemade, too. And
it
guess
is.
what?
That's really sweet.
There's not just one video.
No.
Hi, Miss Christina. Hope I heard you're not feeling very well. Now,
Me
you
too.
go get better because we all miss your mom's house out there with that pretty smile and that pretty face. Now, you know your pretty little thing.
I like the Western character. I don't know what this is. I don't know the name Cowboy Cum Dump. I'm not sure. Maybe if Cougar knows, he can put it in the chat. But what character is this from RPC? I knew Officer Cum Dump. I don't know if this is Cowboy Cum Dump 2. I don't know either. Please tell me.
Get better because RP sends his love to you out there from Lucifer's Lair on all over. Your mamas love you, and we love you. We love Tom, we love you. Now you go get better, girl, because you got a whole lot of hoot now, a whole lot of fun, a whole lot of summer. We love you, Miss Christina. You go get well now.
You did with the cowboy hat.
I love it.
And the
RPC
accent.
is going
I love
to
it.
say some prayers and send a lot of love to you over there. So take care, and you get better. And we wish you everything better because you're a special little mama, and we don't want you sick because we all love you. And you go get better because RP sending his love and good wishes to you. And you go get better, and you're here now.
Go get better now, you hear?
Get on the air.
He bedazzles everything.
Yeah.
Go get better now, you hear? Oh, boy, by the way, some super chats coming in. Thank you to Snarf. Didn't really put a message there, just sent the super chat. We like those too, Snarf. Thank you. And then Albert, of course, a member now for 6 months here on the program. Dear Christina, I pray that you squeeze the cancer out of your chesticles before Todd ditches you for another dumb broad. Much love, Mommy. Aw, what wonderful sentiments. Thank you for being a member for so long. Rootin', tootin', shootin' ropes. Indeed. Cougar probably wrote that one down. RPC is a big-titted animal. That's very true. Now, Cougar has procured another video from RPC. So I think we have that at the ready. Can we play it, Cougar?
Hey, and welcome RPC here at Lucifer's Lair. We hear that Christine, he's not feeling too good, and she's talking about this cancer thing going on. Don't feel bad. We are with you in 101 ways. You will not we
like the Dalmatian
all the time. You're going to be okay. So hold on, have the faith, and you're going to be around for a long, long time. Now, I got cancer in my throat. Okay. Now, hip of time, you should get a breath. But
whoa, wait a second. Can you pause that?
You're going to survive. So.
Did RPC just make an announcement? Did he say? Go back to that if you can. Did he say he has or had?
At the time, you should get a breath. But for a long, long time. Now, I got cancer in my throat, okay? Now,
I have?
Time, you should get a breath.
I can't tell what he's saying.
Faith, and you're going to be around for a long, long time. Now, I got cancer in my throat, okay? Now, hip of time, you should get a breath. But I'm surviving, okay? You're going to survive. So, we have everybody to say your love to your mom's house, Christina P, and say how she's going to be okay. We love you, and we love Tom and the whole family. So, Christina, you're going to be okay. And you have a little prayer every day for you. And when anything happens, we're going to be with you. But everything you go through, you're going to be always there. So, don't give up, okay? And you still got a long way to go. We love you, and you're gonna be with us for a long time. Take care and take care of your health. And remember, Tell Tom to take a little time up too and work too. He's getting a little tired too. Okay, take a little time off. Okay, take care. I gotta go now. Busy schedule. Love you all. Ciao.
There you go, RPC, folks. An exclusive here to Behind the Jeans, a new message to Christina, what with the announcement happening today. Now, I actually, before I knew this was going to be the topic of conversation, I actually was attempting to get RPC here on the stream. It is proving a little more difficult than even I anticipated. Now, I've done things with RPC in the past. I've dealt with him many times. It's a little tough, the technology, and to wrangle it. I feel like he also is a little scared of certain, but we're gonna figure it out, folks. So hopefully we can get him on next week. I would love to talk to him about his journey with perhaps beating cancer. I'm not sure if he still has it. I couldn't, that was kind of a bombshell drop to me. Someone says he mentioned that. I don't watch his live streams as much as many of you though do. He's got better with urine therapy. Oh, clean your that could very well be true. We already discussed the benefits. Perhaps maybe Christina going to take up the Double Soul Shaman on some treatment advice. I'm not sure. They did mention that as well. So yes, please to be in the chat, throughout the chat, throwing out there if you have some sort, if you can help me pen a text message, to Christina, that would be wonderful. Now we did get someone mentioned this in the chat, as a matter of fact, earlier, and I apologize for not retaining exactly whom it was, but there was a Behind the Jeans shout out on your mom's house today as well in other news, and I think it was Little Boner who brought it up. Because he felt seen, Little Boner did. Oh, man, been having a blast with Little Boner in the chat, and many of you. I'm so glad you could be here, and I hope... I have not seen this, so I'm curious to see how this shout-out goes. Maybe Little Boner gets a mention in it.
Asking Will Blunderfelt for some of his urine, the Triple Soul Shaman, because it's got just a little bit of testosterone, a little spermidone in there.
He was on Behind the Jeans with Josh Potter. Here's...
Will you explain Breath of Fire for us?
So I used to be addicted to Coke and alcohol.
Oh, this is like some Inception shit. We're on Behind the Jeans watching Tom and Christina, as we typically do, and they're watching Behind the Jeans. This is like, we're going to fold in on ourselves here in the middle of the episode today, folks, here on this July 31st.
And this is like the cocaine of yoga. And what you do is you actually squeeze your anus slightly, close your piss slit slightly, and close your PC, your pubococcygeal muscle, like the muscle you would use to
piss slit is just that's going to be the name of my band if I ever get one.
Stop the flow of piss.
Yes.
We call that the 3 gates of your sex palace. Let your sack drop. Let your balls hang over the edge of your chair. I want you to draw your consciousness down into your anus, sex organ, navel point. Your piss slit's closed. We're going to start to pump our bellies in and out. So with every exhale, I want your navel point to just go in a bit. So it's like you're stoking a fire. And in your mind, if you find your mind's wandering, vibrate the mantra, Soham, 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 which means I'm protected by all that is, and I'm part of all that is. Start to speed it up. You can do it through your mouth if you want to. Soham, Soham, Soham.
That beautiful anal ring.
Soham.
Everybody inhale. Squeeze your anus, sex organ, navel, roll the eyes up. Exhale.
I feel like I was going to pass out there for a second. That was great.
Nice, bro. How does it feel?
Feels good. I've done a lot of breath work in my time, and that one was my favorite. I like focusing the energy in the most important areas. My penis and my balls. And I'm wearing the same hat. That doesn't help things.
I have watched the clip of him doing that on this show like 50 times.
Yeah.
He's like, squeeze that anal ring, that beautiful anal ring.
Yeah.
He's got that Canadian.
Yeah.
Well, send me some piss.
Potter's doing great work, by the way.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, he's doing great work.
Sure am. No, I don't know.
Are you ready to? I know, because this was something we talked about.
Thank you. Oh, and they're about to get into the fart investigation with which due to the news, I think I'm like, should I put the fart investigation to rest today? We might have to deal with it a little later on in the program because there are some people in the chat who are not accusing anything like that of muddying up the news, but they're saying that Any must be very, very excited. Perhaps is the wrong word. Excited is probably the wrong word, but just maybe relieved or something else has taken the headlines is all I'm getting at. But we'll get to that a little later on if we must. Now, the messages and the well wishes, of course, rolling in just in a wave. I mean, I'm sure it is overwhelming for Christina, and we can bring them here, of course, and play them and sort of put them out into the air and send wonderful vibes. But another one came in, and I see him in the chat here, Mr. Jorge Clavicles, or as you know him as just simply Mr. Clavicles. He is in the chat. I saw him earlier. Where did I see the man? Well, either way, he's here. But he sent in a message for Christina, and we wanted to play it. Let us do that now. Is that what this is here? Yes, perfect. Play your sound. Do we have sound?
Floppers ain't easy to fuck and they're harder to fart. They'd rather give you a home to shoot buckets of road. Spider with titties and high-tight denim. Each night going every time in the day. If she don't eat his scrum, then she gon' die young. It's probably just like the gay. Mommy, don't let your sorry drip down big tits. Don't let them get it fucked on the back of the bus. Let them be doctored to be larger than such.
I don't have a lighter in here. I wish I did.
You, Tina. For your tits.
Wonderful.
Tina's tits. Sloppers ain't easy to fuck and they're harder to fart.
Jeez. It's true.
They'd rather give you a home to shoot buckets of road. Spider with titties and high-tight denim. Each night going every time in the day. If she don't eat his scrum, then she gon' die young. It's probably just like the gay. Mommy, don't let your sorry drip down big tits.
Boy, oh boy.
Let them get it fucked on the back of the bus. Let them be doctored to be larger than such. This is for you, Tina.
Oh, it's the same thing. Did we watch it twice there, Cougar? I think we did, but I mean, it was worth it. And I just thought it was a really long song, and we were hearing all the verses, and that's quite all right by me because it was beautiful. Thank you to Mr. Clavicles for sending that wonderful rendition in. Now, I'm seeing some things in the chat, and he did have a response. He says, no, I am not relieved that Christina got gaslit into thinking she has cancer. Cancerous cat. I totally get that. Annie, what do you think about the prostate exam? Should we go get them together? Would you ever get the prostate exam? I think that's hilarious to think about that. Gaslighting is cap. Okay, so now this is an Inception episode. This is one of those ones where everything is folding in on itself. But no, everything is... I'm glad that we got to discuss this, and we got to the announcement. We heard some some messages from RPC from around the world from Mr. Clavicles. Keep the messages coming, the well wishes, the wonderful vibes. I think I'm just going to end up texting Christina. You got this, Mama. I think I just after that's. Now, I don't know that we should get into Fartgate, or should we do a palate cleanser? I don't know if I have it after such an emotional conversation. I don't know that I have it in me to investigate thoroughly if there's any updates in Fartgate. Maybe, Cougar, you can put it in the private chat if there is, if there isn't. And maybe you can get me abreast of the situation toward the end of the episode. But I wanted to play something, because I actually dealt with this myself. I have personal experience with this, being a Greek man and having gone to Greece, and this was a core memory unlocked in my life. I had not thought of this since I was 14 years old, and it was a bit traumatizing, and I will get into it as soon as we play exactly what I'm talking about. You see, H. Foley was on You Be Trippin' this week.
Being on the subway and it stops in the middle of the thing, and the conductor's like, "All right, guys, that's my shift," and another guy got on and
the wrong section.
finished the ride. Freak out. But dude was cool as shit. Got in, took us to the place. The place was awesome. Only thing,
I did do
they
it
don't
right.
throw the toilet paper in the toilet.
They don't throw the toilet paper in the toilet. Oh, I got to
Yeah.
ask you about toilets. That is,
They don't throw the toilet paper in the toilet. I remember this, and I actually did it, and my uncle freaked out. I'll tell you about that in a second. But yes, H. Foley discussing going to Greece with Ari Shafir on this most recent You Be Trippin'.
how many times did you fuck up?
Not that bad.
Okay.
Because luckily I had just started I had kind of just started the Ozempics, maybe for like I think 2 months, and the side effects were really starting to set in. So I didn't shit like most of the time that I was there. Lucky for them, I could have ruined the island.
What, okay, so you got to throw it in the trash can.
Throw it in the trash can.
How's that with a chick?
I mean, she was doing the same thing, and somebody came every day and took it out.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
I just, every time I've been with a woman in a place like that, I'm like, I'm not letting her see my fucking toilet paper, my dirty toilet paper.
But everybody does it, and you've had to been in so many places. Where,
I have.
Where that's the norm.
You know what I did in Ecuador?
What?
Took it with me. Rolled it, took it with me, threw it outside.
All right. I can see
but
that.
sometimes I'd forget, and I'd be eating at a restaurant or something. I'm like, oh shit, I still got a fucking wad of shit paper in my.
Are you kidding me?
No.
How many wipes do you, dude? I would never be. Mine's like a duffel bag.
Yeah, it's a lot of wipes.
Oh my god! You wouldn't smell that through your sweatshirt?
Occasionally, yeah.
Well, dude, you're worried about the girl seeing it. You're eating with shit paper in your.
Looking back on it now, it's not the best.
Oh, dude, that's brutal. But
I sided with Ari. I was like, I cannot. And I was like a teenager at the time. So maybe in my adult life, would I be different about things? Probably. I most likely would. But I could not possibly take my shit toilet paper and put it like in the thing. I just felt this was heinous. I didn't want to see other people's shitty toilet paper in there. And meanwhile, I'm like a kid, I was just kind of balling up a whole shit ton of toilet paper. Shit ton is the appropriate way to describe the amount for sure when it comes to this sort of activity. And I'd wipe my ass up thoroughly. Then I look in there and there's like a little square. I could not do it. It opened a core memory, something that I, through PTSD, dropped from my memories. And it unlocked a core memory when I heard that. And I was like, oh my God, I have to, maybe just like therapy, say this out loud. But I did see in the chat that there is a Fartgate update, and it was on this most recent episode. Let's see if we have the evidence here, if we can play it for ye. We'll do it right now.
Potter's doing great work, by the way.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, he's doing great work here. Are you ready to? I know, because this is something
What?
we talked about.
What?
To finish this, did any fart investigation?
I've been thinking about this.
Look at him shaking his head. So wait, just to fill people in, basically the whole staff.
I'm sorry, Melissa. I'm sorry that you're the only girl here. Let's see if I can fast. Okay, we have the evidence coming up here. I can see it on the screen. We don't need the recap. We'll go right here, right before it. Look at me. I'll get me getting good at the goddamn controls, folks. We haven't had I don't want to jinx myself, but we have not had a technical mistake in almost. Can I go 2 whole weeks without a technical mistake? I'm going to jinx myself. I just know it. But here, let's play the evidence.
Okay, hold on. There's Andy.
Ooh, there we go.
He's sitting down, right, in the chair.
So, yeah, you can
farthest.
see him lift his leg.
Yeah, and then, wait, who else is sitting in the office here?
It's me and Tanner.
Oh, the two of you. Sorry,
Yeah.
both there. Okay.
So he's in the white shirt against the window there.
Okay.
That's Annie.
Okay.
He lifted. I saw the lift.
Yeah.
I saw the head up. Oh,
Yeah.
What's that? What are you saying there? Do you remember?
Me?
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I'm saying, why can you fart and I never can?
And even in that moment, he's like, I didn't fart.
Look at him.
Yeah, he's denying.
He's saying I didn't fart.
Why are you a party.
Yeah, but listen to what we're doing right now.
Hold on.
Listen to what we're doing.
And then they're like,
They
what
hear
was
it.
that?
This is crazy, man.
Now, I love, I mean, the reenactment of everything. Does any corroborate all of this conversation and everything like that? I mean, that's something I'd like to. I know we had Eddie on last week to tell his side, and I feel like with this new evidence, we're going to need to have him again. But I don't know if he's available today. But I am going to let you know the questions that I would pose, Eddie. You know, I'm always questioning things. I'm not out here just buying the party line. You know, I want to get to the bottom. I want to hear all sides. You know, I'm a non-biased arbiter here in this sort of thing. So these are all questions I would have for Annie.
Now I see how the news does it. Now I see how
Oh,
the news
exactly, Annie. Exactly. He knows. This is exactly what I'm saying.
away with this bullshit.
No, this is CNN.
This is
You're right.
crazy, man.
This is exactly the same.
Well, so that Heather, everybody's
They're
out.
both like, that was a pretty crazy fart that we just heard. We were in the office. I'm getting that. Yeah.
So
Okay.
then I have another one in there because I knew Annie would kind of say that this isn't exactly proof.
Well, does anybody fart like disrespectfully, like openly here?
Go ahead, Zolo. You've known me for how long?
Going on 6 years probably.
6 years.
Yeah, no, Annie is definitely not one to let farts fly, but I feel like it's not really a thing where, I mean, you're really the only person, Tom. that's,
Really?
What did I say last week? What the hell did I say last week? I am on. This is why you have to trust the truth, folks. I am a straight arrow when it comes to this investigation here, and I feel like Zolo is as well. What the hell did I say last week?
Excuse me, farts here.
But I feel like
think so, yeah.
But Studio Jeans has an open fart policy. I don't know
The
why we're
burps are crazy. The girls are like belching, like it's
Caitlin's
wild.
got
Look
the
at her
nasty
nodding in the
burps.
back. She's like, yeah,
good.
yeah.
But
God damn, that sounds something I would be. When a girl really does that, and I've dated many that just like have no fear when it comes to it. You just kind of go like, God damn. God damn. It's not something that, you know, it makes me go like, God damn. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's just something where you just kind of like, wow, you know, it shocks you. Now, things in the chat have gotten, Stanktron, fingers crossed for a fuck up. Come on, man. That's a bad vibe, Stanktron. You're putting out bad vibes. He also said Chad was beta. See, now, I mean, if I was a biased person and Stanktron thought Chad was baited, I would automatically side the other side, but I have not done that. Apparently, there are more women in the chat. Make his lie come true, says fucking Bobby. Can you believe that? Chad is here in the chat. Let's see if he responds at any point. Chad looks like he should be playing bass, for a hardcore band. Spacehead says, well, that's a cool compliment. That's a nice thing to say. Look at that. Respect the skills, says Charlie Sierra Mike. Well, I do appreciate your super chat before. It helps me. It makes me thrive. It makes me strive to be better. The race war vibes. Now, come on. This is about a fart here, Mr. Clavicles. You did have a touching tribute before, so I will not ignore this bad vibes in your. But race wars, good golly. And like I said, I don't think any is here to answer any of my follow-up questions, but let's see if they do any more, because Zolo, I would like to get his testimony at some point in here. I feel like we are.
the fart culture here hasn't really evolved to that yet.
The crazy thing is, at the end of that episode when we were, first arguing about this, Annie farts into the microphone while we're recording. So
What?
I go to look for that footage.
What?
Yeah, he farted right into his own microphone right when you
Show the
ended
tape. Show the tape.
Why would he
Where's the
fart
tape?
it to his
Wait,
own microphone?
when did he do this?
It was at,
That's the thing. I do agree here with the sentiment from Forrest Nutter that the man is not about the bit. That's because Annie is not an actor. That's what I have always known. This is not a man acting. This is a man who needs vindication. And so that kind of strikes me in a certain way. I don't know if I'm like the Truman Capote or something in that movie. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to that.
at the end of that episode when we were
Let me
arguing.
guess, we weren't.
What's that fucking thing with Philip Seymour Hoffman played Truman Capote? Was that he wrote a book or something? I remember. I don't know. I vaguely. I'm trying to do a reference here.
Recording anymore?
No, we were, and so I went to go get the footage, and right when that happens, the screen goes black, and then the fart sounds, but it's got all this echo and reverb in it, so he went in and manipulated the footage.
I can't fucking believe this. You're literally, this is fucking psychotic, bro. You're going way too deep for this shit. This is insane. I don't.
Thank you, Chad. And by the way, boom! I wish I had an explosion sound. I got to get me an explosion sound so I can go boom when a big revelation happens like that. Not only now has Any been accused of farting, now he is accused of tampering with evidence. These are big accusations, folks. Huge accusations. I mean, the case just got even thicker.
Fuck with this shit, nigga. This is crazy.
I swear to you.
I don't fuck with this
I
shit.
will say, watching the Any farting footage, the camera hidden whatever surveillance, I just saw a leg lift. I didn't see a.
I know.
I just saw him like tap whatever.
Well, that's why I went.
That's not a fart.
Because, bro, I'm the most fidgety motherfucker ever. You could look at me through the rest of that video. I bet you're gonna find me lifting my leg up 800 more times.
Right.
So I'm moving all the time.
And Chad will address it in a second. But first, this is what we risk. And I'm an open book, folks. All put your tinfoil hats on. I say, the more conspiracy, the better here on the program. And Lauren says, I think Tom has hidden passages in the studio and planted the fart on Any. The theories will be coming from left and right. Chad is Cap, says Trouble. Interesting. Chad's Ohio, or whatever the kids say. That's Forrest Nutter. Chad is parked, he is Skibbity, and he is Ohio. That according to not me. That according to Forrest Nutter. I'm just translating it for the children out there that perhaps are watching, the Gen Zs. So my point is, though, what was I going to get to there? I just lost my train of thought because I was trying to translate to the kids. Thanks, Potter. No, I didn't say that about you, Chad. I didn't say that. I'm just responding to the chat. There are people who believe you in here. Like Chubby Blunt says, Any is Cap, but didn't spell it right, so I don't know if it's true or not. What does this here say? Every roll of foil comes with a free hat inside. Well, there you go, Spacehead. I thought it was going to be something else there. I should have pre-read it. He literally said the words, Chad. Exactly. Don't blame me. What? Look, the chats are just jumping on here. He said who did? Who said that? Who said the N-word? These accusations are running wild, and the chats are just popping on the screen.
I'm an audio guy, and so there's all these.
I tamper with the footage, though.
There's all these.
Describe the
There's
smell.
all these new audio tools, and with AI and everything, you could actually.
Chad is in the chat. He can respond via chat here. Describe the smell. I don't know. Did it smell? It's an airy room. You could see the. And he was in the chat before as well, so maybe they're going to argue in the chat. It's tough for me to follow, so keep your eyes peeled as I continue the clip here. The smell, I would love to know the smell, if there was a smell. The ceilings are high, as we saw in the video, so there might not have been a smell, and he's been eating pretty clean.
What I was able to do was dig into the metadata and extract what the audio was actually
The metadata.
Like.
Okay. That's what this is here?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Yo,
And that's him still farting there, is what you're saying.
I'm fucking.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is dumb, bro.
No.
This is dumb, bro. I'm fucking. Yep. They sound like Charles fart.
Ugh. No, it's so snappy. No, it hurts.
God, and a lot of fiber in the dye. They sound like sharp farts, these.
That does sting. You can feel that.
Well,
There is that.
It's like Annie Letterman's
it's inconclusive.
The point is that there really is. I mean, that video in and of itself is interesting, and you can narrate a story, but it's also not damning, right? Without
it's not conclusive evidence.
Yeah. But it is fascinating that the girls leave that and they go right there. I mean,
Right? Why would they? Unless,
So
unless
Chad-
Chad is framing Any. Chad farted, and then you see Any go. You see Any go.
Well, wait a minute.
What the fuck?
Are you
So-
saying because the one thing
I know
that,
it, Annie.
that
I
there's-
see it.
That I can't.
I see it, Annie. I'm keeping my eyes peeled. I'm really listening hard. I have, like I said, been unbiased this whole time. It seems like the chat here. I don't know if you've been experiencing other things online, but the chat here seems to be anti-Chad for the most part, except for the one gentleman who complimented him on looking like a bass player in a hardcore band. Many people are popping off here in the chat. I thought Tim was calling Chad one of the girls. That's a good one. Don't trip. That's funny indeed. I can't wait for the next video either. Oh, is there another one here? Let's keep going.
Can't deny. Everybody says they heard something that day. Everybody. I mean, the girl. Are you saying that somebody else farted that day?
I don't know.
Or you didn't hear something that day?
No, I don't hear. If I heard a fart, I definitely would be talking about it. There would definitely be a conversation.
And then the other Chad was there, but also Tanner was there.
Chad, do tell. Next video meaning like for next week, or is this on this episode?
Yeah.
And Tanner claims
You want to know something too? Tanner was. Chad put him on getting the footage. So he looked in the footage, found a different moment that he was like, "This is the one that was the fart."
Tanner found a clip of him and Annie dancing.
Oh boy. That's the next video, I'd imagine. But Annie, before we get to the next video, says, I can't even talk about what's going on behind the scenes, but it's disgusting. Sounds like there's a gag order. It's so disgusting that it's gagging you. There's a bit of a gag order. We'll have to find out down the road.
We were dancing that there was a song playing, so it was like he was like, "This is the moment," and then we played it. I did the apparently I farted even though I wasn't really moving. And then we go, and him and I were like dancing for a second, and it was like, I'm like, that's me farting, and Chad's like, no, that's not it, that's not it.
The whole problem with this footage is the audio.
Yeah,
we need to have audio as well as visual proof, and we don't have that. We don't.
We do have Annie farting into his microphone if he will admit that it exists and what he did with it. If he could show us where he put it.
You changed the footage.
Yes, he did.
Okay. Why would he do that? That's
because he's trolling me. He goes to great lengths to play these games.
Bro, I don't touch files, man. I don't edit no more. I don't even have Premiere on my computer, dog. How am I gonna do any of these things that you're saying with all this time that I have?
Whoa, bombs! He doesn't have Premiere on his computer anymore.
That nigga, I'm fucking. This is crazy.
Oh,
man.
big words.
I'm a technical director, but I don't got time for this nonsense. Look at what you've done. There's a whole fucking podcast world sees this now. Niggas gonna be talking about I farted, bro. Why are we doing this, man?
Because she's
crazy. This is crazy.
This is to be continued. And we'd like to hear from you if you're a legal expert and you feel like you can kind of point us in the right direction here.
I say hire the law firm of Potter and Potter because I think I can get Annie off on this one. I mean, the evidence seems to be clear. There was another video, evidently, that is going to come out. We'll have to wait for more evidence to be presented. Lauren, who is our conspiracy theorist extraordinaire here on this, our Sam Tripoli of the fart investigation. New theory, Lauren has a secret fart room, and she was showing us how the big tits fart. Ah, you're talking Lauren Compton. That's an interesting theory, too. You mean it was just she has a secret room where the big tits fart, and in this case, one was caught through the vents at an inopportune time when Annie was lifting his leg. Interesting theories. I mean, this is some loose change business. Completely. I am going to try and get RPC on still. I have to teach him how to install the little app in which we use to come onto this program, I think. But, anytime I can have a phone conversation with Robert Paul Champagne is fine by me. I thought we would round things out, though, today because we want to send wonderful healing vibes to our favorite mommy, Christina P., of course. I thought we would end with some of our favorite Christina P. moments. Now, I didn't want to be like, let's play our favorite Christina P. memories. That's sort of like macabre, right? Like, I wanted to just, bring up some fun ones here. I didn't want to play like a countdown, like do like a whole thing because that, like I said, seems very macabre. But we do have some fun ass old timey things here. It would be a nice way to send Christina some good vibes by playing one of my favorite moments here. This is Christina is Bert. Let's rock it out here. Aha.
So here's the thing, though. Bert, happy to be there, but also you and him, very similar personalities.
No. What are you talking?
Well, I just made a discovery that I didn't know about.
What?
That you guys are the same person.
What?
According to the guys who know you the best here.
Oh,
do you think Bert should get a mammogram?
Stop.
Nadav and Annie were like, they're like exactly the same, right?
Babe, no.
And then he was like, you don't think that like you married like the same person twice? And I was like, I've never thought of this.
What are you talking? I'm not an alcoholic.
Well, hey, Jesus.
Some Baileys in it, yeah.
B.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys say that. I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like,
Yeah,
they have the same energy, the same person. Not like, obviously he's louder. He's like a loud, I don't think they mean like the volume of your voices, but they think like you're who you guys are at your core.
Yes.
Very similar. And I'm like, wow, this is a revelation.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that more. So what is it that
I would like them to weigh in.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what
know.
I mean. I'm curious. So like, what's the core that you see the similarities in?
So there's a couple things that definitely bring it into account. It's
Team Jesus. Yeah.
There's a couple things that bring it into account. I think I noticed it more on the episode of Two Bears, Christina, where you filled in and you were with Bert.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was on Where My Mom's At.
Yeah.
But it was just like a...
That's an interesting theory that has been put up here by Little Boner. This clip made me realize that this is true for a lot of people I know. They marry the same person twice. I'd love to. I mean, that is interesting. That makes me wonder. I'm friends with a lot of couples, where I'm where I'm like the third guy for fun. It's not for like sex things, but it's for like hanging out things. And I'm like, I guess I'm just like the guy that they can both blow off steam with here. You know what I mean? But am I like one of the two? I don't know. That's an interesting thing. We've attracted to a certain personality type. It's fascinating, releases Little Boner. Little Boner not only brings the yucks, but he's also bringing the deep stuff as well. Interesting indeed. You know what? We should get our favorite Jew on here at some point. I'm going to make that occur down the road. I was kind of saving that for, when we really needed it. Maybe around Hanukkah or something. I wasn't sure when to do it. I was just kind of keeping that in my back pocket. But, if the clamoring continues, we'll get our favorite Jew on here,
For the most part, it's like, oh, here's my point. Like, oh, that's interesting. I'll take it back. But when you guys are together, it's just like, yes, and, yes, and, yes, and, yes, and. You want to drink before noon? Let's get it going. But like you guys just don't know how to say no to fun,
Well, that's a nice way to put it.
But I will say, Christina, you are better at it.
Yeah.
You don't let it ruin your day if it's like mimosas at...
Wait, hold on a second.
That's true.
Wait a second.
I'm not destructive.
Patty.
Yes.
Look at me.
Uh-huh.
Not self-destructive.
You trying to say I'm not fun?
I think you're very fun. It's you're very fun.
Oh, he got him in the corner there. I like that Knight Rider shit that's in the background that Annie's staring at. That looks cool. It's like wow, 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 wow. I feel like it's gonna talk to us.
You're very fun. You know what? You know what it is? You have a really good fun beacon. You know how to find fun.
Hey, that's a good way of putting it.
And you have found fun in two very close people to you, Christina and Bert. They're both very fun, and you have found.
So I like to surround myself
with fun people.
You are the finder of fun champ.
That's true. But
that's a diplomatic way of putting that.
Yeah. The finder of fun, and he's found it indeed. And I can't wait for Christina P to have more fun with us down the road here. And we wish her obviously all the best. You know, go face fuck that cancer. Cuck it in the corner. You know, we still didn't. We came up with some good ones there. You know, treat it like Rodney King. Treat it like it's Holyfield's ear. I don't know what that means. Bite it. Bite the cancer. I guess that's a way to get rid of it, is biting it. But so many different suggestions in the chat today. You guys have been fantastic. Keep sending the wonderful vibes. I can't wait to text Christina. You got this, mama. That's what I'm going to do. But we will see you next week here on Behind the Jeans, folks. Make sure you join us again, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Next time right here on the Your Mom's House YouTube channel. Let's play the song already. My thing is, you know, come on, we got 10 seconds left. Thing, keep going.
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone's mother into this. Your mama in the fucking stands!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pashitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Beep.